welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. I freaking hate this week. You know what? Like, this week has been absolute bullshit. Since freaking Monday, really. It's just like, relying on my dad to give me lifts to places. Never works out this week. Or, usually, really, because he always, like, essentially, he's either always late, or he's always like, has to take me along with his calls for his job and all that, which takes forever. And that's only part of the bullshit of this week, because that happened on Monday, Tuesday, and did it happen yesterday as well? Yeah, it definitely happened Wednesday. It's just like, blacking out now, I just woke up. Freaking yesterday was absolute bullshit on such a huge scale. I was catching a bus to get home, right? The bus went right past me, and I was like, how ironic, because I was just talking to somebody I know about it, out like the previous day, when my dad just like, I was stuck waiting outside the gym for nearly an hour before saying, fuck this, I'll just catch the bus back, because he was supposed to give me a lift back. So, like, this guy I know was like, well, it shows that the buses are more reliable than him, obviously, right? But that bus went right past me. I was like, well, so much for that. Fucking god damn it, why? And then my dad eventually picked me up, and I was stuck with him in his freaking car for like 2 fucking hours. Finally get home. And then I get a lift off my brothers to the college, and I do all that, then I come home. I mean, like, it took forever to get back. I was straight out to get to the college, because it was freaking already time for that. So, like, I wanted at least, like, an hour's rest or something, but nope. Back in, straight back out. And, like, later that day, once I got home from that, I was like, okay, I'll set up the freaking Wii for the first time in 2 months and start doing some recording for the Pokemon LP. Took forever, it was a pain in the ass to actually do that, bit of technical difficulties. Recorded all that, and then later on, like, I was like literally up till the early hours of the morning, just like, I was editing, and then suddenly, the most surreal image above me appeared in the form of the bird somehow getting out of the cage, because I'd freaking forgot to close the damn cage when I changed the bird's water. So the bird was out of the cage for maybe 4 hours or so, as I tried to, you know, get it back into the cage and failed miserably. I mean, I'd been up like freaking nearly 24 hours at this freaking point when this was happening, so I wasn't particularly in the mood to try to freaking get the bird into the cage. So it's like, that happened like 4 in the morning, and by the time I got the bird back into the cage, because I needed some help with that, obviously, because I freaking just can't freaking get the bird into his cage, because, like, some people can just like, okay, not afraid to actually, you know, pick up the bird and put it into the cage, or anything like that. But me, I'm just like, but what if I accidentally hurt the bird, even though it's pissing me off? Just like, I don't want to hurt the bird or anything accidentally, so I was reluctant to actually try that, so I was just constantly trying to lure it towards the cage instead. But eventually got into the cage around about 7 in the morning, and I just finished editing at that point, and I realized that I missed one bit of editing, and that I'm going to probably do later on, maybe, I don't know. So I was a bit annoyed by that as well, and eventually went to sleep, and I woke up around about 9 p.m.-ish, and like, already off to a bullshit start, because I was like, okay, my phone's reset to the year 2000 again, gotta set up the freaking time and date again, and I set up the date, and I was onto the time, I was like waiting for the seconds, because I was like, okay, it's going to be 51 in just a few seconds, and as I was about to click on it, freaking texts, I was like, so it's a few seconds behind as a result. I was not amused by that. So yeah, already off to that kind of, So that's a bit of a rant, because this week has been bullshit. I freaking gotta be out freaking early-ish in the morning. Well, it's not really early-ish, but it's still the morning, and I hate mornings. I mean, this week has done nothing but, you know, secure the fact that I hate mornings, because just such a pain in the ass, because I'm more of a night person, so I'll end up staying up quite a bit into the night usually anyway, so I end up freaking more exhausted. Oh, either way, it's bullshit. So I haven't really been able to get some recording done for this. Where were we anyway? What is it, Chi-chan? Do you want him to get you a drink too? Chi-chan, you really helped us out, so today I mean, Chi-chan will treat you. It just feels so weird after all that ranting and then switch to voice acting Misha, and it has to be like kind of cheerful kind of sounding voice. Hey, what about me? What would you like? I'm feeling thirsty myself. So am I. I don't know, anything's fine, I guess. The melon soda. Hey, wait, Chi-chan, I also want a drink. Aww. Though it's times like this that I think she's just teasing me. That's probably it. I'm sure she'll get you something, right? Yeah, she usually does, but you never know. Here. Shizuna comes back with 2 melon sodas and a can of fruit juice. She hands me one of the sodas and the other to Misha. Thanks, Chi-chan. I had total faith that you'd get me one. I knew I could count on you. But how did you know this was what I wanted? I usually get something else. What? You knew I'd want to try it, and that I like these kind of childish things. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I gesture my thanks to Shizune, who smiles and nods. Hey, Chi-chan, whatever. Yes? We've been spending a lot of time together already. In such a short time, we've done so much. We should both stop beating around the bush. What I'm trying to say is... Sounds a lot like she's going to ask me out, but that can't be it. Nevertheless, my heart is beating like a jackhammer. Damn, this reminds me of an owl symbol seen earlier this year. I try to say something, but my brains can't... Your brains? Don't you mean your brain can't decide whether to stop her or to tell her to continue? You a stegosaurus? Do you have 2 brains? I feel myself blushing all the way to the ears. What I'm trying to say is, would you like to join the student council? What a disappointment. Did you think she wanted to ask you out, Hi-chan? Blushing face. I feel very embarrassed right now. I can feel myself getting even redder in the face. Shizune also tries to hide a blush after Misha translates, and then puts a few sheets of paper in front of me. So how about it? It's all paperwork is right here. All the paperwork, I mean. And you're sitting down anyway. You look very at home here. Drinks and everything. What do you say? She quiets down a little and asks again a little more solemnly. Hi-chan, what do you say? You don't exactly hate this, right? I'm more than a little surprised by this sudden change of tone. I don't really know how to react to it. For one thing, she isn't shouting uproariously with no regard for tact. Before, I'm sure she knew already what I was going to say no. This time she seemed actually serious. I think maybe you should join, not just because we could use your help, but, well, you're hanging out with us anyway. I think Shi-chan would like it if you would join as well. It's not like you hate us or anything, right? It wouldn't hurt if you joined, and I'd appreciate if you would. She seems to be having a hard time getting her words out, which is strange for someone talkative like Misha. For some reason, I'm almost troubled by it. My eyes drift over to Shizune, who stares back at me attentively, absentmindedly cleaning her fingernails. If you don't want to join, I promise we won't talk. I won't ask again. But if you did, we would be really happy. Both Shizune and Misha seem to be unable to look me in the eye. I can't lie, the thought of being around two such cute girls is something that I couldn't possibly pass up. Now I wonder how this will actually lead into a Kenji ending, because it seems a lot more focused on these two, really. Feels like it would just go into Shizune's route, but there must be some kind of, like, choice, like, probably the next choice which derails it. I have no idea. I'm not looking forward to this kind of work every day, but there should be less after the festival. At least I hope so. Alright, I guess it can't hurt, so why not? Wonderful, wonderful! Ha ha ha! Shizune turns her fingers in satisfaction. She'll fill everything out, Hee-chan. Congratulations, you are officially a member of the student council now. Great, I'm looking forward to a lot of work. To be honest, I've never done any student council activities before. But maybe it'll be a positive experience. Misha starts to clap, laughing exuberantly, and she does. Congratulations, Hee-chan! Congratulations! 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 I get the message. I can't help but smile, finding such a display childishly cute. The student council is always busy, you know, but for today we're done. See you tomorrow, Hee-chan. We still have work left, so we'll be counting on you. I leave the room feeling totally wiped out. I felt like that freaking, well, most of this week so far, really. The grounds are totally deserted, and the school looks pretty ominous this late. The council office is the only window with lights on anymore. Is this what the student council will be like? My body might not be able to take it. Adhering to the nurse's nagging voice in the back of my head, I set my alarm clock to wake me up early enough to go jogging again. Made a promise and I'm going to keep it. Besides, Emmy is bound to rat me out if I don't show up. But it's not all that bad. No, I just realized I don't think that freaking Java pop-ups freaking, like, every time I start my laptop there's always this freaking Java update just pops up. I ruined my recording yesterday, the Pokemon LP. That's another thing that was a pain in the ass yesterday. Is that freaking derailed the freaking recording completely. The capture card didn't record the first 4 minutes as a result for some god knows what reason. I don't know how that does that, but it happened, and I was not amused by that. My morning alarm goes off and I flame about uselessly for a while until I remember that I decided to give morning runs another shot. Let's see. Actually, will I be able to do more? I think the choices go for it, but let me just check. Yeah, apparently this is the final choice in this, well, next to the final choice in this route. So I guess maybe this is what it does, is it kind of mixes two routes a bit. Well, they aren't on the routes, but he's got the student council thing now he's agreed to, and then he'll also end up, like, on good terms with Emmy, because now he's showing some energy and all that towards this, so he'll be like, well, that's great, and all that, so maybe he'll just mix those two kind of character route builds up, and then like it ends up leading somehow to a choice that result in Kenji's ending thing. But whatever. What am I doing here? I am going to run like an idiot. Oh wait, I think, yeah, that's probably what it is. Because he ends up going to the nurse, doesn't he? He running and stumbled and a blom beam blah blah. Try to be careful while skipping this, and what the seriously, what is that? Halt! And why did I try to act brave like this? I thought it was no big deal, even when it was obvious that it was. I was just a reflex to push it away to keep things out. I didn't know what happened. I don't know nothing, I just said stupid. I have to be more careful, or I will end up in the hospital again or worse. Blah blah blah. That's my final thought before I give in to the tiredness. So, does he run into Kenji soon after, or what? I fell asleep for how long? What time is it? That's how I felt, man. I slept for the whole day because I was up like probably 24 hours at least. I was freaking exhausted after yesterday. Let me see here.
Wait, it is skippable, so we have seen this before. Dude, halt! I'm trying to be careful here, but I have no idea though whatsoever as to
Wait, what? Oh, new scene. What did you say then? Also, isn't that gonna be sped up like if I stick to what I did in the previous recording? Pissed? What? Where were you? None of your business. He said it in that exact tone. I know this is probably the worst answer I can give, as it only serves to pique their curiosity. But I have no interest to come up with elaborate cover stories right now. Actually, would this be a different scene, or is it just a slightly different outcome to a scene? However, Misha backs off. She's unexpectedly fast to give up today. In a minute, she's back at poking me with her finger. Come on, tell us, Shi-chan is very interested too. It was just my wishful thinking. She just talked about it with Shizune, probably devising ways to get me to spill the beans. No. She retreats to negotiate again. As a member of the student council, it's your duty to tell us why you're skipping class, especially if it's something fun. So this is the final choice, really? Just like, I don't want to talk about it, okay? But apparently the answer is, yeah, sure was having fun at the nurse's office. I don't know how this leads to freaking Kenji's freaking thing, but whatever. God damn it, she just doesn't know when to stop. Yeah, fine, whatever, I'll tell you. I was having a great time. Had a heart attack first thing in the morning and then hung out with a head nurse for a few hours for kicks. Best morning of my life, I gotta tell you. I'm trying to imitate her ridiculous lilting speech while keeping my voice so low that nobody else hears me. The words come spitting out of my mouth. Ichan, you had a what? Seriously? Just drop it, you hear me? Now he's like sounding way too moodier than he probably actually is about the whole fact. But Ichan, this is important. No, really, leave me alone. We're in the middle of the class too. But Ichan... Misha sounds concerned or maybe panicky. I wonder if she realized herself that it wasn't the best of ideas to be so damn intrusive. I let her simmer in her own juices for a while before replying. It won't translate to Shizune, but I don't care. Piss off, Misha. And tell Shizune to do so too. Damn! Sudden freaking attitude there! As the words leave my mouth, I immediately regret saying them, but it's not like I can take them back anymore. I mean, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? To my partial surprise, Misha actually shuts up, though I don't bother checking if she passes the message to Shizune. Doesn't matter either way. With her ends this class and some generic talk about the festival 2 days from now. What the fuck, man? I mean, sure, she was being nosy and all that, but it's a bit too much, isn't it? To be like, oh, piss off. In like a general pissed off way. Even if it does annoy you. Surely not to that kind of level, right? Right? Be sure, and by proxy, Shizune doesn't holler me for the entire morning. When the bell rings, I don't even look at the two of them as I walk out of the class. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in the school probably get. Most students seem to be heading down to the cafeteria. Normally I join the flow and grab a lunch myself, but today is different. Today I've been invited to lunch on the roof. An odd location, but that's where I was told to go. Fortunately, I managed to find shelter from the storm in the lee of the classroom door. Eventually the torrent subsides and I step tentatively out into the hallway, only to be met by Emmy, who comes flouncing down the hallway like a cannonball. Hey, hi, Hisao, great timing. I have special extra lunch today, as promised. Let's go upstairs. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top, it stares at the door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock. Amy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Suddenly, a tall dark figure. Is this the exact same scene?
I guess so. So does he say something that ends up screwing up his relationship here, and then he's like, goes to Kenji and ends up like, stuck in conspiracy theories? Because where the hell is Kenji? Kenji!
Right. After about 10 minutes of restlessly shuffling in her seat and trying to read, Hanako closes her book and leaves too. And this is news. As should I, since the assignment is all but finished and there's nothing else to do in the classroom. Don't really feel energetic, I just go straight to my room and read for the rest of the day. So I can see how he's derailed from the other routes then. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people into a craving for low quality food. That's probably why, because he hasn't spent much time with Amy, but he did also end up somewhat with the track thing. But it wasn't enough, so they spent time with her on the festival along with Rin. And because he screwed up the thing with Shizune and Misha, he's not going to end up spending time with them at the festival, so he's going to end up spending time with Kenji, I guess. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend a day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. You know, it seems like Kenji's ending is gonna be like in the next couple of minutes or more, or so, or wherever. And it feels like, well, obviously, it's all that happens in Act 1, doesn't it? So it's obviously gonna be much shorter than any other character kind of route, because character routes actually go on for like freaking 3 acts or so, and that's not even including Act 1. And it's kind of like the common route, I suppose it'd be called. Finishing my morning routine, I exited the hallway intending to go and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room, or possibly something like a fort, complete with no girls allowed inside, and with the girl's crossed out and body crudely crawled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear him again, the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing, was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school is out there already. Oh, well, why? What? What? It's today special! Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times for the snipers. It's the festival, you know that, right? Ah, shit, that's today? Damn it. No, I'm just gonna, I can't be asked to sit at the desk, so I'm just like lying down there. I'll just sit normally then, I guess. I can't believe I forgot. I have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is gonna be very bad. It's good you told me this, man. This is gonna be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're gonna be everywhere. The people outside my window, socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's gonna be loud as hell. Damn, and I was gonna go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything's ruined. It's awful. This sucks. It sucks.
What the hell? It really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run.
Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out.
I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn, and I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself, and now it's here and I can't do anything. You know, you should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least, I know, but I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished.
Sorry, I thought you knew. So I guess you're not going to do anything today. Well, it was even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not though, so there's no reason to stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji grins and covers his face with his hands.
Ah, no, I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there, I know it.
That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face, relatively straight.
What are you going to do? We should hang out in here, and you can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together.
So he's going to, by the looks of it, gonna end up helping him then, or what? What am I going to do? I don't have any plans. In hindsight, that's really stupid. Maybe I should have asked a girl out. Then again, all things considered, I don't think I could have done anything like that. It's only my first week. But he always ends up hanging out with one or two of them on the festival, but because he screwed up his relationship with Shizune and Misha, that didn't happen, and because he's not close enough to Emi, didn't end up hanging out with Emi and Rin, so yeah, he's stuck with Kenji now. A week that I've wasted being awkward around almost everyone, stumbling all over myself trying to get the hang of this place. And you know, this whole time, like, there's barely been any interaction with Hanako or Lily, because like, it always seems like there's always kind of like Shizune and Misha are always together, but Misha doesn't have a route for some reason, so Shizune only has a route, but they're always there usually, and like through the start and all that, until you actually get to a different character's route starts to develop, and then there's always like Emi and Rin are kind of together a lot, and Lily and Hanako are together a lot, but he doesn't end up interacting with them at all because we haven't got to all of their routes. But anyway, a week around now, I have wasted being awkward around almost everyone, stumbling all over myself trying to get the hang of this place. Think about it, what have I accomplished? Who would I have even asked? Damn, it seems that Kenji is my only realistic option for a date today. What? This is the most depressing thing that has happened to me since I had a heart attack because a girl confessed her love to me. Damn, that's a big comparison. It can't be helped. I don't know, really. I don't have anything, I guess. What, a fort seems a bit excessive. You sure you don't want to go outside? It's not like visitors won't come to the dorms today. He looks thunderstruck by this revelation.
Damn, you may have a point. This place is not safe today. We must find somewhere to hide. Hiding, I mean.
He falls silent for a moment, thinking.
The roof. What about it? We're going to hide out on the roof today. It's the perfect place. Nobody ever goes up there. Well, except, Emi and Rin during lunch break. Maybe there 1 hour. I have to prepare.
He slams the door shut and locks closed. Damn, what the hell is wrong with Kenji? And to think I'm going along with his craziness, it really makes me depressed. I feel like a failure. Once I step outside, the din of the crowd greets me. The whole school is bustling with activity. There are stalls everywhere, and the crowd swarming between them is considerable. I didn't expect the festival would attract so many visitors. I have to admit that the people in charge of decorating the place put a lot of effort into it, and it really shows. People seem to be enjoying themselves, and the atmosphere is colourful, bright and happy. That is, if you weren't suddenly in such a foul mood. At the moment, it's more annoying than anything else. Well, it can't be helped, so I decided to stick with my original plan anyway. Then I guess I have to at least see what Kenji's up to on the roof. I do a slow circle around the grounds, still some time, looking at the stalls, but not feeling like playing any of the games anymore. The garish colours grind my eyes and I feel more and more ill by the minute. I can't even decide what I want to eat, and the large selection combined with the masses of energetic festival visitors isn't helping. I just head towards near a stall that seems to offer something halfway edible and get in line. Wait, look at this, man. It's like... oh, wait, no. but it's got the same image, but I can't read Japanese, so it's like, if that was the same thing, it's like, for 600 yen, and this one, 700 yen for some reason. It's probably a different thing then. It turns out to be noodles. It also turns out to be not very good. Well, at least it's nourishment, but it's not like I demand anything else. As I stir my disagreeable noodles, I idly wonder what the others are doing right now. Suzume and Misha are definitely somewhere organizing things. I better steer clear of them. I guess they wouldn't forgive me so easily for leaving them alone in this thing. Dude, just like, you should just apologize for being in such a bad mood, but he's still in a bad mood, so that's probably why, I guess. I expect Emmy to be buzzing all over the place, being depressingly cheerful. With no chance to find her, but no chance to avoid her either, so it doesn't matter. Lily would probably be helping her class with that festival event, and entirely too busy for another's company. Hanako wouldn't want to talk to anyone anyway, either keeping to herself or helping Lily. So he's gonna mention every one of them, even though he hasn't really interacted with half of them, really? Rin should be tending to her mural, and it's probably being unhelpful to any hypothetical interested parties. Whatever. Go in there for some peace and quiet seems like the nicest option of the above. But then again, I can't see having art forced on me raising my mood either, so I'll pass. Well, it's like, really, in Rin's route, when he actually did spend time with her, he was pretty much just chilling out the whole time, just like sitting there, and probably once he got up eventually, he was like, ow, ow, my back, my ass, hurts. While I was lost in thought, my food seems to have disappeared, and so has my hunger. I guess I just blocked out the experience of eating, which should be a good thing. Satisfied but unsatisfied, I turned to walk towards the main school building. An hour is almost past already. The crowd is even thicker in here than it was outside. The hallways are almost unbearable, and I don't even dare to think what it's like inside the classrooms. I head up the stairs to my destination, the roof. Thankfully, the door at the top isn't locked, but now there's a handwritten sign on it. Off limits. Don't mind if I don't. The festival noise is surprisingly muted up here, and the rooftop looks deserted, as expected. Near a place where the cyclone fence has collapsed, there's a pile of blankets that seems oddly out of place. Wait, did that pile just move a little? That would be strange, as there is no wind at all. I carefully stick my hand out and give it an experimental prod. Ah! Ah! Startled, I jump back.
Who is it?
God damn it, Kenji, it's me!
Oh, damn, you scared me, man.
So, what are we doing up here?
We're having a picnic.
What?
Yeah, I have blankets, pretzel, and whiskey. This is the ultimate setup, man.
Whiskey? Aren't you a bit too young to drink alcohol?
I'm 20, you know.
You're not.
I am, and so are you.
What? That's absurd.
Hey, at least you get something out of it. All I get is a bottle of whiskey.
He's rambling incoherently, but I decide to play along. So, why do you have a bottle of whiskey?
My mom couldn't come visit for the festival, so she sent me some expensive single malt instead.
A likely story.
Want some?
It's not like I have anything to lose. This day can't possibly get worse.
Why not?
We sit down on a pile of blankets Kenji apparently dragged up here. He produces an almost full bottle of whiskey and passes it to me. You didn't even bring glasses?
No, this is not some romantic princess picnic. What the hell, man? This is a manly picnic. No glasses. No napkins. Whiskey only, the beverage of true men.
Whatever.
And pretzels. The true, most manliest food ever.
I take a closer look at the bottle. 12-year-old single malt whiskey, as he said. Shrugging my shoulders, I take a swig. It burns my throat like acid, but the taste isn't unpleasant. I feel it going straight into my head, and the aftertaste lingers in the back of my mouth, craving for another swig. So is he gonna be completely pissed out of his mind and ends up, like, going along with Kenji's, conspiracy thing?
We should outline our counter-offensive and trash-talk women here, where they can't hear us. Damn, I forgot to bring my graphs.
I decided to play a drinking game with myself. Every time Kenji mentions female conspiracy, I'll take a swig. Oh god, you're gonna freaking end up freaking alcohol poisoning here. For 5 hours, or possibly several days later, I lost track. You know, I've seen a CG of him where he takes off his glasses, but I haven't actually seen any other CG of him, so I wasn't expecting to see any other CG of him. This is kind of amusing.
You shouldn't feel bad, man. Ease the fuck up. Seriously.
He looks like a crazier version of Harry Potter or something.
I am relaxed, god damn it. I'm telling it as I see it. Think about it. When did housing and land start becoming more and more expensive? When women began entering the workforce because they created two-income nuclear families. Yeah, I forgot my grasp, and you'll just have to take my word for it. We're not connected to the decay of the whole society.
I see that is kind of hard to believe. Even if I say that, somehow everything Kenji says seems to make more sense now. It's like, was he like, you know, completely actually pissed drunk? It all fits together, but I don't know if it's because he can explain things more clearly when drunk, or because I understand everything better when drunk.
No, man, think of the deeper implications. People could afford to start saying, oh well, since two members of the family are now earning money as opposed to one, they can surely afford something like rising cost of ownership.
I see your point, but land in Japan has always been expensive.
And the price of land generally goes up when a country starts undergoing industrialization. But no, it's because of women. Correlation equals causation, you know?
What correlation then equals causation or whatever? Well, whatever, maybe you're right.
I'm always right, yeah. I bet women created industrialization too, to cover their tracks. How diabolical. So yeah, everyone can go fuck themselves.
He stands up, impressing me because I'm fairly sure I wouldn't even if I wanted. He yells extremely loudly as if he's lost the concept of volume. I wince and almost want to cover my ears.
Ah, how nice it would have been if I could have been down there. But no, you see, thinking like there's a trap. You think you're missing out on something, but at the end of the road is nothing but despair.
Kenji snatches back the bottle and leans back his head, attempting to pour the alcohol into his mouth, but just ends up drenching himself in it.
Damn it! See, my aim is terrible, and the bad thing about drinking is that it only gets worse the longer you go. Today's a day of despair.
His voice immediately drops to almost a whisper, but he starts talking much faster than before, slightly slurring his words from the whiskey. As he talks, he waves the bottle around, spilling some of it here and there.
Yeah, you know what was the most shocking event in my life?
I have a hazy recollection of him telling him about the second most shocking event in his life, which was a bird pooping on his head. So is this going to, like, reveal why he's the way he is or what? I don't have particularly great expectations of this, but I nodded him to continue anyway.
You wouldn't think it, but I had a girlfriend here once. I think it was last year. Yeah, I just blew your mind, huh? See, I have never told that to anyone.
It's true, the thought does blow my mind. Suddenly I want the bottle, I take it from Kenji and knock back as much as I can.
I was more innocent back then. I thought you were sane, unlike most women. But then one day we engaged in sexual intercourse. It was pretty okay, but then immediately following the event, that is the point of all such things, something strange and scary happened.
He throws himself up against the fence, leaning on it, his eyes narrowed.
I started feeling incredibly tired and sleepy. This isn't normal, man. What the fuck? I mean, normally that would be a high tension, an adrenaline pumping moment of anyone's life. But my energy levels were dropping like a brick. Something sinister was in the works. I could feel it. That is when I knew that women are dangerous, sapping the life force of all men through the one commodity that is almost solely theirs to control.
Okay.
Sickening. Yeah, you're better off, dude.
Kenji is right, this really is the day of despair. I drink more to avoid hearing the process what he just said.
I am the last sane man in an insane world. And others realize that there will be a war, a great war between men and the forces of feminism. The problem is that not all men would fight on my side. Shit sucks. I could set the bar kinda low. Any man are fine, but not the dudes raised by their mom or their sister, that's for sure. And nobody into dick girl porn.
What? That situation seems unlikely to me. Like it wouldn't happen, like it's not very likely to happen. Alcohol must be working. Regardless, I still feel depressed that I'm up here today. I wasn't really looking forward to the festival with the same excitement as the rest of the school, but still. It would have been nice to have gone with someone from up here. It certainly sounded like everyone's having fun. Maybe I am missing out. Just that there was no one I could hang with. Well, gone with. There was, but yeah, didn't bother to apologize to Misha or Shizune or, actually find any of the people you actually knew, because you were in a bad mood. Or maybe there was so many opportunities looking back on it now, and I must have squandered so many of them.
Damn, this is true despair. The worst part of this act, sometimes I feel like I have no choice in my life. Like I never have a chance to make a decision. Shit just happens. Like it was all pre-programmed like fate or something. Like there's no way I can have a say in what I do. Quick, ask me a question! Now!
I can't really.
See, this is just another example of it. Damn, shit, damn! Do you see it? Now when I'm trying to go against my destiny and take charge of my life, the opportunity isn't even there. Damn, man, you have failed me. Failed me for the last time, jerk.
He slides to his knees and then falls over into his side, lying on the gravel of the roof.
Hey, you okay? No, I'm not okay. Can't you see I'm in despair?
He's speaking in a sarcastic tone. Suddenly, Kenji sits up, clumsily pats himself clean, and puts his hand out towards me to reach for the bottle. I put it in his hand.
What the hell? Damn, you killed almost the entire bottle. See, it's like I have no options in life. Is this how it's going to be for the rest of time?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like that for the rest of the time. Wherever he's talking about, my head is spinning. I get up and lean against the fence, hoping it'll help me focus a little.
Yeah, I know we have to fight the power with all we got, but it's the only way to live. You're an alright guy.
What?
This brotherly bond is what keeps me going in these dark times. We should go trolling women.
He actually says trolling that? Trolling women? What?
Trolling women. Trolling for women. But we have to do it now, before I lose this alcohol-related courage.
He's gesturing wildly, madly even. I take a step backwards. He takes a step forward.
What's the matter with you? Not in the mood for love? What?
To be frank, no. I take another step backwards. He takes another step forward. He leans in extremely uncomfortably close.
What the hell? Stop leaning in like that. It bothers me. Leaning in like what? Hey, you shouldn't lean against the fence like that. It's kind of unsafe.
I try to move away from Kenji, but my balance isn't so good. This isn't sounding very good. Reeling from the dizziness, I grab at one of the fence posts, but then feel it give way as soon as I put my weight on it. This isn't good, though my alcohol out of the brain doesn't seem to be quite able of registering why. Kenji's face seems to be becoming smaller, though, which is a bit of a relief. Much smaller, in fact, and rapidly so. There seems to be a bit of wind now. Somehow it makes me feel almost weightless. I feel dazed, like my mind has gone blank. I am falling. I can see the night sky as I turn over in the air. The bottle floats out of my fingertips and disappears into thin air as I fall. It's a long-ass fall. It's like freaking Yandere Chan all over again. I realize that this is the fitting end to a truly, truly bad day. That's more than just a day. Oh. Wow. And there's like no music in the credits for bad ends. Man. Man. What the fuck? But I've seen another CG of Kenji, so that's probably the missing CG, but I don't know how the hell you unlock that. I mean, it says like, once you've like got that ending and all the other endings, it unlocks. Maybe that must be what the CG is, but I have no idea. I mean, does it just randomly appear? Is there a certain scene that you do for it, or what? I have no idea. Stir-fried weasel? What the fuck? Some of these names. That was a short kind of route. Well, not really a route, but an ending. So really, that doesn't really tell you much about Kenji. I mean, sure, it shows that he was, like, not always completely batshit insane, but he seemed to indicate that he still had the whole feminist conspiracy thing going on, so I wonder when that started and why. I mean, isn't sex supposed to be exhausting? But clearly he didn't comprehend that. But yeah, I guess we'll be going for a different route in the next part. Actually, I wonder what that scene was called. Let's see here. Maybe it was the deep end, yeah. Kenji and Hisao share a manly picnic on the roof instead of going to the festival, and it didn't end well. Still, well, obviously there'd still be scenes from Act 1. Because there's Hanako and Lily and a bit more of Shizune as well. Really, you'd think there'd be more scenes left there, because, like, there's like 3 whole routes left. But the next route will be chosen next time. So that was a really weird ass ending. But I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.